After a well-deserved week off, we are now looking to build on this exciting 5-game winning streak, coming back home, facing a divisional opponent, the Las Vegas Raiders. Thank you guys so much for being here and supporting the video. For more content like this, please hit the like button and subscribe, and comment on what you thought about how I handled the last episode's trade deadline decisions. So today, if we recall, the Raiders were the first team that we faced this season, and it was a different team back then. We were playing under a new head coach, new quarterback, and supporting players around him. And our defense was debuting a bunch of young players, and now in these last few weeks, we have seen so many of them blossom into the beginning of their greatest potential. A great example is Nate Gills, who has been suffocating quarterbacks all year long, and there was a question mark for sure picking him over a quarterback. But now we know we made the right choice, especially with his recent development upgrade. And today we get to see another breakout challenge. And in this game, Caden Stearns, who has been making some important interceptions in critical moments, has earned himself a chance to be moved up to star development, and we can only hope that he can accomplish that today. We have completely different teams coming into this game. The Raiders, as you know, brought in Baker Mayfield and a top offensive lineman, #1 overall, and beating us pretty badly in week 1. But since then, they have been on a downward spiral, and we have turned our season around dramatically. So today, our goal is to continue kicking them while they're down. Injuries for today's game. We'll get to see Lester Banks next week when he returns from his injury. But today, it's a good chance to see what 5th round pick Gregory Sullivan can do, and he'll be our 3rd down back today, so it's time for him to lock in and prove that he belongs in this league. The Raiders, however, suffered a major loss as Jakobi Meyers is out for the remainder of this season, and they'll need to work with what they have. So the Raiders lineup before we get started. Baker Mayfield is at quarterback, running back is Josh Jacobs, and we might see Nick Burnett the rookie. Another rookie is the fullback Bobby Rush. Receivers are Devontae Adams, Trey Tucker replacing Myers, and Hunter Renfrow. Tight end is Michael Mayer. Left tackle is Colton Miller. Left guard is Damian Lewis. Center is Andre James. Right guard is Jermaine Illuminor. And 1st overall pick DeMarcus Preston at right tackle. On defense, Max Crosby and Tyree Wilson are at edge. Defensive tackles are Bilal Nichols and Malcolm Roach. Off-ball linebackers are Robert Spillane, Jerome Baker, and Willie Gay. Corners are Nate Hobbs, Jack Jones, and Shaq Griffin. And the safeties are Trayvon Morig and Julian Love. It's so nice to finally be home in front of our home crowd after 3 long games on the road. And we come back here with a chip on our shoulder since the last time we faced these Raiders, they whooped us pretty good. But we are a different team since week 1, and we're ready to prove that today. Raiders will receive the ball to start, and welcome to week 10. This kick is being returned, running with space up the middle, but the Broncos do a nice job in coverage to bring him down at the 25. Baker Mayfield walking onto the field, and the last time we faced him, he was well protected in the pocket and took care of the football. But since that game, it's been tough sledding, and he'll look to bounce back with the Raiders to get a win. First play of the game, Broncos send pressure, and that pass is caught by Trey Tucker to get this drive started. Tucker scored a touchdown the last time we faced off, and he'll have a much bigger role moving forward with Jakobi Meyers being out the rest of the year. And that time it wasn't even close to a receiver, but Caden Stearns was in the vicinity, and he'll be an important player to keep an eye on today to see if he can reach that star development. Now Mayfield will run around the pocket, but Brandon Glover catches him anyways, as that sack will lead the Raiders to an early 3-and-out. Great job by our defense to start this game and getting a sack early. It's a great sign since we barely got to him last time. This is the rookie Sullivan with the return, and he does a great job taking us into Raider territory. Jameis Winston leading this Broncos offense, and the last 3 weeks have been fantastic with 8 total touchdowns and 1 interception. He was really more of a game manager against the Falcons due to the lack of a running game, and we still came out with a win by protecting the ball. It's a toss out to Mostert, somehow breaks free, And a strong run to start this game as he gets taken down just a yard short of the first down. Mostert had a really rough game last episode against the Falcons, and he'll look to redeem himself today. As the Broncos pick up the first down here, and the pass is caught by Marvin Mims Jr. Since the game against the Chiefs, we haven't seen Mims with much action as of late, so he's off to a good start to get him rolling. And the rookie Sullivan with his first touch and picking up a solid gain. Definitely excited to see what he can bring to us in the running game, and could maybe make a case to being Lester Banks' backup based on his production. As this deep pass is hauled in by Sutton, and the Broncos are off to an excellent start already inside the 10. First and goal. Throwing it towards the end zone, and that pass is knocked down. Would have been an easy touchdown, but Willie Gay gets just enough to make us try again. With time, to the end zone, and it's picked off! Julian Love picks off Winston in the end zone, and after all the praise of not giving the ball up, he turns it over on the first drive in the end zone. Raiders looking to capitalize on that mistake here on this drive, running it here with Jacobs. He's got space, and there he goes! Jukes a man and finally taken down, but a big 25-yard run. And we can't forget about him either after his 100-yard game against us this year, as Mayfield is able to find Mayer on that mesh route, and the Raiders are settled near midfield already. On second down, back to Jacobs. He breaks a tackle and picks up a strong first down. And Jacobs is carrying this Raiders offense on his back on this drive. Mayfield in the gun on first down. Throwing this out to Adams. He keeps his balance, picks up a few more yards along the way. Devontae Adams, always so dangerous to play against, just gave us a reminder against one of the best corners in the league. Back to Jacobs running right, and he'll somehow find space to pick up another 5, and we simply don't have an answer against him right now. As that time Surtain able to break that up. Trey Tucker, the intended receiver, unable to hold on. It'll be third down. They go with a screen. Jacobs makes a move, but Surtain isn't fooled. What a fantastic tackle by Patrick Surtain to keep him a yard short of the first down marker, and the Raiders will go for it here. Back to Jacobs, and he'll pick it up, and a big conversion there on fourth down. And the Raiders are 5 yards away from punching this in. First and goal. Jacobs running left, and he'll walk in. Touchdown, Josh Jacobs, and he single-handedly punched us in the mouth on that drive, giving the Raiders an early 7-0 lead. Winston will have to settle down on this drive after his turnover that put us in an early deficit. Going to the ground on first down, and Mostert will start us off strong, and we'll try to make running the ball the spark plug to this drive. Running read option on the right side, and Sullivan able to follow his blockers and pick up the first down. That's exactly what we need from him, and the Broncos blocking executed that to perfection to pave the way. Whitworth into the action now, and he finds a crease and a solid gain on that push pass. And a big-time injury on the field as Quinn Mearnez will need some medical attention, and he'll run into the locker room. Play fake here on second down. He throws, and that's nowhere near his man, and could have ended badly as Winston is still trying to figure out this Raiders defense here on third down. Throwing towards the sidelines, and that's caught but pushed out of bounds a yard short of the first. So the Broncos will opt to punt here. Later on in the second quarter we go. Mayfield back to pass. Flips this out left, and Tucker has space and will run for the first down. Trey Tucker making a big impact replacing the injured Myers, and the Raiders are quickly moving into Broncos territory on that play, as that pass was almost going the other way, but Barrington couldn't hold on for his first career interception. But this time Mayer makes the catch and zooms into the first down. Drew Sanders was completely outmatched on that assignment, and a new fresh set of downs once again. Sending pressure now on first down, and Mayfield gets sacked. Mike Dana got to Mayfield in week 1 and able to find a way to bring him down once again. Mayfield throws, and that's intercepted. Patrick Surtain with another pick and reinvigorates life to the stadium. He is worth every penny. Prime moment to attack here, and we'll trust that our offense can finally pull through on this drive. On first down, give to Mostert, and not much there as he gets met up in the middle for only a yard. Mostert just hasn't found a way to create space on his carries as of late. But he jukes a man here, but still, even with the move, only another 1-yard gain. And I can't wait till Lester Banks comes back next week so we can have a more effective run game. As Winston throws a jump ball, and that's hauled in by Sutton. And he'll take us deep into Raiders territory. And that's the type of play we've been waiting for all day long. And finally, our offense is starting to gel. Play fake here. Looking downfield, throws, caught, and it's in for the touchdown. Guess who? It's Kendrick Whitworth again finding the end zone. And you know he wasn't gonna have a quiet game with the way he's played lately, and it results in a tie game. Raiders will try to make the most out of the last close to minute and a half here. Throwing in, Adams was wide open just sitting on that route, and the Raiders will hurry it up. Looking for a man. Now scrambling, and down he goes. Brandon Glover once again in the action to bring Mayfield down for a loss. Airing it out, and that's swatted down by Barrington. And with 17 seconds left, the Broncos are in good position to take this one to the half on this play. Mayfield to throw. He can't find anyone, so he'll just chuck this out of bounds. And that will result in us running the clock out to take us to halftime. Great game so far to watch as both teams have turned the ball over, and with a low-scoring game like this, it has that feeling of whichever team has the last possession might win the game. Halftime report. The Chargers with a big win against the Ravens on the road as Lamar Jackson only had 11 passing attempts in that game. Division rival game in the NFC South has the Falcons looking to pick up a win after losing to us last episode. Ritter having a much better game with 2 touchdowns. Rookie versus MVP as the Chiefs beat the Bucks, but Demarius Browning the rookie put up a fight with 3 passing touchdowns, but Pacheco and Mahomes was just too much. As for us, we'll need to figure out how to contain Josh Jacobs, and offensively, getting the ball in the hands of Whitworth might pull us through for a win. And Winston will get that chance as we move the ball well to start the third quarter. Tossing it out to Mostert in a big-time loss, and the Raiders were not fooled one bit on that play. And Mostert's struggles continue. And a second try here, but still no luck as the Broncos will need to deal with 3rd and long. Throwing it this time, and he'll drop it in the bucket to Dulcich with room to run, and taken down inside the 10-yard line. What a beautiful dime by Winston, and the Broncos are ready to strike. Passing again, and this is caught for the touchdown. Albert O with his first touchdown of the year, and it's National Tight End Day here in Denver, as the Broncos will take the lead for the first time in this game. Josh Jacobs has given us a ton of issues today, and we gotta figure it out if we want to finish this one strong. Mayfield calling an audible here on first down, now running out of the pocket, and he's brought down! Caden Stearns the first one to him, and that secures star development and pinning them back for a huge loss. As Jacobs only gets a few here, and that's been our best effort all game to stop him, and quickly it's 3rd and very long for the Raiders. Mayfield throws, and that passes out of everyone's reach over the middle, and a good job by our defense to force another punt. Start of the 4th quarter, Broncos looking to convert, as Dulcich makes another big catch and will pick up another first down. Dulcich has made some big catches as of late, and loving his recent growth. As Mostert once again won't go anywhere, and the running game has been a mess in these last few games. Going to Sullivan this time, and he's tackled quickly down behind the line. And the Raiders came flying once the ball was snapped, and quickly bringing us to 3rd down. Quick throw, but Dulcich unable to secure it that time, and the Broncos will punt. Under 5 minutes to play and the Raiders are still attempting to tie this game up, as Jacobs gets another touch and immediately brought down, and we've done a much better job against him here in the second half. Going to him again, and he'll get mobbed at the line of scrimmage once again for no gain, as Colton Miller was shaken up, and that's a huge loss late in this game. Now on third down, Mayfield well protected, throwing it towards the sidelines and a wide open man. It's Hunter Renfrow with the big first down, and no one was near him on that play. Jacobs gets the touch, finds some space, and a better result for him this time, and the Raiders have ran the ball well, but most of those yards are from the first half of this game. As Jacobs runs right, and he'll get some good blocks and able to power his way through for another Raiders first down, as he is 11 yards away from hitting the century mark. Back to Jacobs here, and a nice tackle there by Caden Stearns. He was the only one that could have gotten to him, and Stearns once again coming up with another big play. As Jacobs will get his 4th straight touch, but results in no gain as Barrington was shaken up, but he'll only be out for a few plays. Throwing on third down, going to Adams, and he gets hit hard from behind, and he'll be short of the first down. Beautiful hit by Devin Bush, and the game is on the line for the Raiders on this play. And Jacobs will muscle his way through for a first down, and he gives the Raiders the desperate conversion they needed there. First and goal, play fake, going to the back pylon, and that's swatted away. Welcome back Barrington from his injury, as Mayfield just gets this off as Sanders was a hair late for that sack. Third and goal, pressure coming again. Mayfield running away, but not fast enough. Devin Bush with the sack, and a final chance for the Raiders here. But he gets clobbered again. Riley Moss comes in hot on the blitz, and the Broncos will just need to run this clock out to win the game. Going to the ground, and that will do it. And that is now 6 games in a row that we have just won. It has been such a crazy ride for the Broncos after starting 0-3 on the season. And what a job by the Broncos head coach Vontae Mack to manage this team to be as dominant as they have been. Outside of that opening drive interception, Winston once again played a good game. He was able to manage the offense well and came away with another 2-touchdown day. There were so many moments, however, where we moved the ball well, but just couldn't get over into Raiders territory, and that was definitely probably because we lacked a running game. So we needed to rely on Winston's arm, and thankfully he was able to connect with Albert O and Kendrick Whitworth, who were able to find end zones once again. Defensively, we played so much better than the first time we saw the Raiders, and Baker Mayfield was uncomfortable today all game long in the pocket. And we were able to force a turnover, and that really gave us the momentum to pull through. We now result in yet another odd 14-7 game. Another ugly game, but a win is still a win. And from the start that we had, we'll take any win as we can get it, as we'll look to hold on to the top spot in our division with this tight race that we're in. On top of that win, Caden Stearns was able to get that upgrade due to his sack. Stearns is someone that I did not expect to be that productive in our system this year, but he has thrived beyond expectations and hopefully can continue this excellent season he's having. The only downside is he's a free agent after the year is up and has no interest in returning, so the best thing for both parties at this point is to put him in position to get paid and for us to continue to gain wins. Week 11, we will be taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers, and we get to focus on some scouting, so we don't want to miss out on that. And hopefully we'll see some more offensive firepower because Lester Banks is returning from his injury, and it'll be fun to see him back in action. But anyways guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe for more content like this, and comment who's been your favorite player this year. I'll see you in the next episode. I'm Monkey C, and I'm out.